Hey, this is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you play your props. AI, this for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat and to help you keep working out the system till you work out your position and your purse top commission. The perks you gotta listen, help you curb the competition. Got them wishing that they had the app earlier. Surely, them haters try to catch some white stones, but this pearlier. Load up the app, make my predictions, then get the serving you. The player prop predictor is sicker than having hernias. Betting trends like an elixir for pit, but it's PlayerProps AI. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you play your props. AI, this for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
This player props, yeah. Said this player props, yeah.
This player props on a mission to win all these bets, we don't see competition. Money line of predictor is helping us get a team trends 1 or 2, yeah, you know it's exquisite. Join the score, yeah, you know what it is. The community thriving, we taking our time just to run us all up. It's the best with alignment, we do it with care, we ain't wasting a diamond. Getting this bread, educated, we betting the spread. Only if it makes sense, we ain't greedy opinion. We check our hand out, then we having our reasons. Player props betting, but without the mutiny. This is what knowledge, it means opportunity. Making deposits, that's nothing that's new to me. This more than betting, we building up unity. This player props, yeah. We're in research. We running it up with every tool, you know in each perk. Troy tested them waters, he helping you swim even if it's feet first. Knowledge strategies and all you need to help you eat yerp. Said this player props, yeah. We're running research. We running it up with every tool, you know in each perk. Troy tested them waters, he helping you swim even if it's feet first. Knowledge strategies and all you need to help you eat yerp. Yerp. Hey, this is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you play your props. AI. This for winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, 'tis a Monday Night Football. We have our Monday night stream that we do every Monday at 7:30 p.m. We just missed last week because we were in Vegas for a week-long industry-heavy shindig. I'll leave it at that. Met with a lot of people. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Vegas. We're here to talk about the two worst teams in football, Buffalo Bills and Jets. Sure, you may not think they're the worst teams, but I'm a Dolphins fan, so they have to be. Well, I guess Patriots. They're two of the three worst teams in football. But big news, if you're watching this and you have not heard, Cook is out. And what does that mean? That means there's going to be a handful of running backs kind of taking over that. I believe Ray Davis is going to get the most action. But it's essentially still a running back by committee approach. If you have not yet smashed the thumbs up on this stream, so if you're in the chat, I think you have to get... Maybe you can do it above the chat. Maybe you have to get out of the chat real quick, tap the thumbs up, and get back in the chat. So the reason why we ask that is because when you do live streams on YouTube, that's how the algorithm works. The more thumbs ups on a stream, the more YouTube says, oh, hey, people like this. Let's show it to more people. And the more eyeballs, the better. The more quickly we grow, the more features, the more quickly we grow, the more features we have, and the more quickly we can add those features. So if you're like, hey, I really wish... that you added this. Well, help us grow, and it'll happen quicker. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So what are you doing right now in the YouTube chat? You are dropping your single favorite pick for this evening. Not your two favorites, not your three favorites, your single favorite pick. And then what we do is we take your picks. We have the PlayerProps.ai site pulled up here. We look and see what the AI is thinking about them. If everything's on board, everything's hunky-dory, then we put it into a parlay. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a parlay that is at minimum a 100x multiplier. So, with that being said, start dropping your stuff in. Let's start looking at things. We have the game, I believe, is 8:15 kickoff. and we have the big news about Cook. Our projections for the running backs that are now replacing Cook are still in the process of doing all the trillions of simulations we do. So I don't think the projections for the running backs, it doesn't look like they're updated yet. It looks like it still has Ray Davis at 6 yards, which clearly is not the case. The news is relatively new. We're still running the simulations, but we can look at everything else on top of that. But yeah, let's see what we have here. So let's see what we got. Jeb says, Breece Hall looks fire, but my prop I'm going with for the show is Shakir over 33.5 receiving yards. Shakir. So Shakir's at 33.5. Our projection for AI says he's at 57.36. And he has hit this line every single game this season, including in the last game of the postseason he was in against Kansas City. I mean, he's pretty much hit this almost his last 9 of his last 10, with the exception of this Pittsburgh game. He missed it by a few yards. So yeah, Shakir over. And of course, because they don't have their star running back, even though they have other running backs taking their place, typically what we see when somebody loses their star running back, they do a lot more passing if the running back's like an integral part of their offense. So I think Buffalo's passing and receiving is going to have an uptick because of the running back situation. Yes, we're definitely going to add, let's go over here and add Shakir passing yards, or no, receiving yards. Wouldn't that be crazy if Shakir had a passing yards prop? Definitely bet the under when you see that. All right, Shakir. There we go. He's locked in. So on FanDuel has him at 33.5. DraftKings has him at 33.5. So it's a yard cheaper on DraftKings. What else we got here? Kristen says Bass more than 1.5 field goals. Again, I like that from a game theory. When you lose you lose your running back, your offense isn't as powerful. It's a slight uptick down when they have Ray Davis and Ty Johnson leading the way. So that means they may stall in the red zone or around there. So I do like that one as well. We haven't built in the kicker projections yet, but conceptually speaking, Kristen, we like that one. So let's add in that kicker props. I don't think we've ever actually done kicker props in a dollar and a dream. Oh, and I was going to reference that as well. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is the Dollar and a Dream show. So the concept of what we're doing here is we're putting a parlay together that's at least a 100x multiplier right before lock. So you guys plenty of time to put it in. But do not bet more than $1. Don't do it. 10-pick parlays are not expected to hit. Stop betting on them. This is something we're doing for fun, which is why we're only risking a single dollar. $1 into $100 or more, or somewhere around $100. I don't want to see any screenshots. You did $10, $20, $50, $100,000. Don't do it. These are not projected or expected to hit. They're projected to hit, technically speaking, but they're not expected to hit. This is just something we do for fun. On FanDuel, I don't have field goals. Typically, we do this on FanDuel. I don't even know why. Actually, I'm mad at FanDuel right now because their API was jacking up our stuff earlier. Let me... Well, technically, so we'll do... This isn't what Kristen said. She said over to 1.5 field goals, but technically speaking, if he gets 2, then he gets 6 points. And so we're simply betting that Buffalo is not going to finish with just 2 field goals, that they're probably going to score a touchdown somewhere there. So theoretically speaking... Oh, we can't combine this either? What is... This is... FanDuel, you're jacked up. FanDuel's been a mess all week long. Okay. Well, I like that play, but we can't add it in here. Filthy says Williams over receiving yards. Yes, if you watched the show we had earlier today that we emailed all you guys, even if you're not in a state that allows beinfantasy.com, you still saw what we were doing. And if a lot of people put 2 and 2 together, oh, hey, Williams over receiving yards is clearly the theme of this video. But to back that up as well, Williams. Where is... Oh, there he is. He's right up here. Okay. So right now his line on DraftKings anyway. Let's look at a FanDuel here. Line on FanDuel 26.5. Projections 40.76. That's a 54% difference, which is pretty nice. This is technically a baby line, so I don't know if I like this straight up because we try to avoid baby lines. And if you're new, baby lines are receiving and rushing yard lines that are under 40. But for the sake of this, we have a limited amount of players that we can plug in. We're going to go ahead and lock in. That's so weird. They won't let you parlay kicking points with FanDuel, man. Hot mess. Mike Williams over 25.5. Oh, is he cheaper? Yeah, he's cheaper. He just got a yard cheaper. Darius, what's going on, man? Big oof on the worst teams. Kincaid over 3.5 receptions. That's what Chandra says. I don't know if receptions, Kincaid. I don't even know. It's not even showing FanDuel has receptions in their data feed. So, technically speaking, the AI projection is almost exact what the line is. So in that case, we can look at the FanDuel or the DraftKings implied chance they assigned to it, the -155 line, which of course is greater than 52.83%. If that's the case, then there is a slight lean towards that. He has this in 100 games against 100% of the games against the Jets. And he's been, so if you look at this, ever since like Pittsburgh game, he's literally missed and hit every single game. So if we're just going on pattern here, which you should never rely on, but just in theory, if we're going on pattern, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. What's the next game? What's the next in that pattern? It's on, right? And because, again, the star running back is out, there's going to be a lot more passing. So we're going to go ahead, even though the projections aren't in love with it, they're not necessarily voting against it. So let's go to receiving props, receptions, Kincaid. What? Kincaid on FanDuel is now 4.5? We can't do that. I'm not, just bumped up to 4.5 right now. Buffalo, Carlos says Buffalo Jets under 42. So let's look at that real quick. So if you guys don't know, we have a bunch of new tools we added for you guys. We have the total predictor, moneyline predictor, spread predictor, and we also have betting trends as well. And then we added team trends. So there's 5 new tools we added in an update that we pushed earlier this month or late last month. So right now the line, Carlos said it's under 42. Let me see what they say over here. Did the line go up? So it's 41.5. Okay, so it's 41.5. Our projection's 39.83. So there's a small uptick on the under, or small downtick on the under. So projections, AI, they do like barely, but they like that under 41.5. So we'll go ahead and lock that in. And again, because the Bills' offense are slightly less powerful without James Cook, that does make sense for the under as well. Jamar says Wilson 5.5 catches. Let's go back to our prop predictor. Receptions. Garrett Wilson. So yeah, he has, receptions are kind of tricky because the projections are never going to be like, oh, he's got a 5.5 line. He's projected to go for 10. That doesn't really ever happen. But he is projected to go over. The book's implied chance is saying he's going to go over. I mean, the problem is that there was a really rough start to the season. But then he got 13 in his last game. So hopefully he has that chemistry going with Aaron Rodgers. So, yeah, projections are for it. So we're going to add that in as well. Boom, boom. Keep dropping what you want in the chat. We're going to go through it one at a time. What? Garrett Wilson's... As soon as I look, it gets pushed up. So 5.5 is what we're looking at. Wait, there's alt receptions. Can we parlay that, though? Does FanDuel let you do that? So over 5.5 was what we wanted to do. Okay, so we can do it. Cool. What was the other one we said we were going to do? Kincaid. 3.5 was the line, so 4+. Cool. So we got in, who's that? Kristen that said that? So we got in Kincaid's as well. I totally forgot that you can parlay alternate receptions on FanDuel because I don't play FanDuel because it's not available in my state. Chris says Rodgers over 200 pass yards. I think both quarterbacks are actually projected to go under pass yards. But let me see. Allen has a small uptick of 3.9% on his projection. So typically the two things that we need to be in love with passing yards is we need the line to be at least 200, which both these quarterbacks are, and we want the difference to be at least 20% or higher in either direction. 20% lower to go under, 20% higher to go over. These are actually really close, 3.9% difference and a minus 4.9% difference. So you said over 200 passing yards? Oh, like an alt line? So if you're someone who just does parlays and you do alt lines and parlays, this is what you need to do. I'm going to show this to you guys real quick. Click on help. If you're on the desktop, it's up top. If you're on your mobile app, it's called Help Center on your profile page. Come down here, and for the love of all that's holy, watch this video. It will save you thousands of dollars on bad decision making. Watch this video. It's very important if you're someone who just does a 10-pick parlay alt lines, because your theory is like, well, if the line's 5 and we alt it to 3, then he's probably going to hit that, right? That's not how it works. Go to this video. It's on YouTube as well. Please watch it if you're someone who plays a lot of alt lines. It will save you thousands of dollars and heartache. But without spending too much more time on that, when you watch the video, you'll understand why we're not going over 200 for Aaron Rodgers passing yards. What's the next one we got? Coleman receptions over. Coleman. I feel like Coleman only gets one reception, and it's always like a 50-yard bomb. It's always a touchdown. Yeah, I think he had like... Was this like Jacksonville game? Was it like a one catch for a deep TD, and then Houston as well, one catch for a deep TD? I'm pretty sure that's what these two were. But there's a lot of inconsistencies on this. His line actually has an implied chance of going under, and the projection is right on the line. So there's nothing that says that we should force him in there. So we're going to pass on that for right now. Breece Hall over 27.5 receiving yards. And I hope that you guys are actually listening to what I'm saying, because I'm essentially teaching you, which is the whole purpose of this live stream. I'm teaching you in a very short period of time how your brain should be working when you're looking at everything, especially if you get home from work and you only have like 15 minutes to pull up PlayerProps.ai before the game starts. For everybody that has, the 9 to 5s or the 10 to 6s or whatever kind of shift, this is an educational show. This teaches you what to look for and how to use things. So what we're looking for now is Breece Hall receiving yards. So AI does like that one. 26.5 line projection is 10 higher than that. The difference is 38%, and he's done this in 100% of his games against the Bills. But again, that doesn't necessarily matter, because this is technically his first game against the Bills with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. But we're going to add him there anyway. So right now we're at a 39x. What else we got? Good evening, darn you're late. Hey, don't worry. Everything's up on screen, and once we're done with the 100x parlay, we're going to recap everything here. You can't parlay field goal props on FanDuel. Well, they don't even have field goal props, period. I guess it's just kicker props in general. Garrett Wilson over 59.5 yards. 50. So I guess because we're limited on how many players, I typically don't like doing receptions and yards for this dollar in a dream, but because we don't have that many players available with one game, we might have to force going Garrett Wilson over 59.5. What's his line at? So there's the projection says he's going to get 63, which is only like 4 more than his line. The books favor him going over slightly. Previously, he had a monster game last week. So again, on the same subject of maybe he has that chemistry finally with Aaron Rodgers, we will add his line as well. So we got 3 Jets receiving lines, and we only have 1 Bills for right now. Kincaid receptions, Breece Hall over 3.5 receptions, Lazard over receptions. Chandra, you already dropped something. You can't drop 2. You know the rules. I know you won't like this because it's a baby line, but Braylon Allen over 9.5. It's 8.5 here. Are we just going over all passing yards for every Jets player? Oh, man. So yeah, Braylon Allen's line is 8.5. It says 9.5 because we have DraftKings here. His projection is 13.64. And he's actually hit this in every game this season. Well, with an 8.5 line. And you know how we know that? Because we have this little tool down here called an alt line thingy. Bang, bang, boom. We change it to 8.5 down here, and it shows all the data for 8.5. So 100% success. I mean, like I said, we're running out of... actually, no. It looks like one more thing. So we're at 7. One more thing's going to put us 100. So maybe we don't have to force that one. Shouldn't it be Wilson 5+ receptions, not 6+? Well, the line was 5.5. Hold on. Was it Wilson? No, alternate receptions. Yeah, so the line that we wanted was 5.5, and 6+ is the same thing as 5.5. But what it was showing us on the non-alt receptions, it was showing us over 6.5 at plus 130. So yeah, 6+ and 5.5 is the same thing. Let's see. I don't want to do anytime touchdowns. We don't have to force that in. We need one more play real quick to put us at the 100x. And I think... Lazard. I don't know. Maybe we'll do what P-Boy just said, and let's just add the guy that's covered this in every single game this season. Braylon Allen over 8.5. So there, ladies and gentlemen, is actually a 121x. Please, for the love of all that's holy, listen to me and do not bet more than $1. 8-pick parlays, 9-pick parlays, 10-pick parlays. These aren't expected to hit. Stop betting on these with lots of money. These are something you do for fun. We do this for fun Sundays and Mondays, just $1. If you actually want to win money, then you need to make sure you have the app downloaded, PlayerProps.ai. You've created your free account. You're in the free Discord. You've synced those two accounts together, and then you're actually paying attention in the Discord and all the videos we're dropping on YouTube that teaches you how to play. But real quick, we have about 23 minutes left till kickoff. So let's do a quick recap here of what we're doing. Very, very heavy on the New York Jets today. Shakir over 34.5 receiving yards. Mike Williams over 25.5 receiving yards. The under 41.5 of the game total. Garrett Wilson over 5.5 receptions, a.k.a. over 6+. Kincaid over 3.5 receptions, a.k.a. 4+. Breece Hall over 27.5 receiving yards. Garrett Wilson over 57.5 receiving yards. And then Braylon Allen over 8.5 receiving yards. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a 121x parlay. Please, again, for the love of all that's holy, do not bet more than $1 on this. This is for fun. If you want to take betting seriously, that's when you lock in with us. You download the app, you get in the Discord, and you apply yourself. The very first thing you do to get in Discord is you go to the Bankroll Management channel. You read through that. You watch those videos. You do that 5 times over so you don't forget anything. That is why we have people winning every single day and dropping winning screenshots. They're following the Bankroll Management guidelines. Oh, hey. It just moved from 121x to 114x. We're losing money as I'm yapping. So we're going to go ahead and stop that. But yeah, if you have any questions whatsoever, ask me in Discord. We're going to keep talking there. Make sure if you haven't yet, you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click the thumbs up on the video, again, because that's how YouTube likes to send things out. And good luck, guys. We'll see you in the next one.